GenderBlenders, it is week 54. I just want to say thank you so much for all the feedback. I'm just trying to get my hair in my eyes. From the last video about facial feminization surgery, I got a lot of really good feedback, mostly positive, a couple saying weird stuff. Actually, I didn't understand a lot of it, but that's okay. Anyway, this week the letter reads, what do you think people are thinking when they stare? Or try to logic out why we look in between genders. Does it bother you? Yes, absolutely. It used to, a long time ago. And now when people look at me, I sometimes think, like just the other day, okay, for instance, just the other day, I'd made an effort. I felt really, really bad when I got up in the morning and I had to go to the shops. So I made an effort and I ironed my hair, put on beautiful makeup, wore some really tight jeans and a really tiny little tank top, you know, and little tiny heels and everything. I just went to the shop and people stared at me. But it wasn't because they were trying to work out what gender I was, and it was mostly, it wasn't really the men, it was the women that were like, you know, and you could tell they were looking like slut, you know, whore. But they weren't looking at me going drag queen or transsexual, you know, so jealousy is a curse, what can I say? So, but taking that into consideration, something my mother had said to me years and years and years ago when I talked about being looked at, and she kind of basically slapped me down and took me down a peg or two and said, people look at other people, not particularly because they're looking at you because you're trans or anything like that. They might like your hair, they might like the top you got on, or there could be 1,000 reasons why people look at you, because I know that I look at everybody, and whether it's I like her figure, I like his, you know, his physique, I like their hair, and I actually go up to people and I actually compliment. I think that's a nice thing to do. Like if I see someone with really nice hair, I'll actually go up to them and say, you've got really nice hair, it looks wonderful. And it's just something small you can do. But I know that I look at people, so I think before you get too paranoid about yourself, you've got to think about how you look at people. How do you look at people? You look at people every day. You look at what they wear, you look at their hair, you look at their faces, and they're not thinking, you know, they're looking at me because I'm transgender. Maybe they are. Maybe they are transgendered, and maybe they are thinking that, but chances are they're not. So, yeah, my mother sort of slapped me down about that and said, you know, don't flatter yourself. You know, people stare at people just for the reason of looking at people. It's human nature. But did it bother me? Yes, it did, until my mother had said that. And now I can, I've got mail. I can kind of tell when someone is reading me, and it's not that often. I mean, for Christ's sake, you know, if I'm feeling paranoid, I will wear my hair, you know, like right in front of my face and wear my big sunglasses, and there's just no way that anyone can pick me. And I suggest everyone does that, you know. If you're having one of those drag days where you're feeling like everyone's looking at you, and they're not really, but just wear big baggy clothes and giant sunglasses, you know, and yeah, I think you usually get by pretty fast. So that is my rant. It has worked for me. When I see people looking at me, I don't assume that they're looking at me because I'm transgender. I just assume they're looking at me because maybe they like my hair, maybe they like what I've got on, maybe they hate me and think I look slutty. It could be for good reasons or bad reasons, but not particularly because I'm transgender. And if they are, they can go and get a fucking life, because it doesn't bother me. The F-bomb, yes, it doesn't bother me. Okay guys, take care, and I shall catch you next week. Bye.